Hi everybody, my name is Sage, and today I wanted to put together a quick video about how to customize the full screen chatbot for Botpress. I've seen some people having difficulty doing that, and it's understandable. It's kind of tricky a little bit. I also think that this full screen chatbot is the future. I've noticed that my bots that are on the corner, um, people don't notice them. And I think, we're still seeing that most people are not using AI chatbots very much. If, it's May 31st, 2024, as I write this, and if you're doing this work, you're on the cutting edge of this, which is a very exciting place to be. But, I think that people really are not that familiar with how to use chatbots. So I think the chatbot, an AI chatbot, is going to move to the center of websites. In fact, I think an AI chatbot could conceivably become something that is the main center of a website. I mean, who wants to click through links? Just ask the bot. So, at any rate, this is the full screen chat bot. I have all these links in a GitHub repository, and I'll put it down in the comments of the video. And it's pretty straightforward. They've done a video on this as well. You take this content, you put it in an HTML file. So this is the original, and I'll give you these, but you just take their content, you put it in here, and it works. This is the let's see, this right here is what it looks like, and what people are finding is they can't change the look of any of this. They can't figure out how to change the CSS on this. And I've struggled with this a long time. And what would happen is I'd change like the background of the page, and I would see it flash for an instant. Like I would just do a garish red, and I would see my red, and then it would disappear. But that gave me a hint in the fact that what we're looking at here is an iframe that is overlaying the main page. So unless you're customizing the look of the iframe, there is no way to do CSS on the actual page. If you try to put CSS in this page, standard inline, no matter if you use important or whatever, you're going to find that it doesn't work. And that's simply because this script, this inject script, is overlaying your page. It's just injecting an iframe over the page. So what I wanted to show you is I wanted to show you what we're looking at here. So on the left is the customization, or not the customization, but the script that they give you for making a full page bot. And on the right, this is the customized script that you can see if you go to integration. So say you're at your bot, right? And you go to web chat, which is the default. The easiest way to do it is embed it with this embedding code here. But if you go over here, there's this configurable thing, and it gives you all these options in here, okay? And if you look at that, so what I've done here is I've turned on all the features. So I just went to settings, and so you could see all the different features. If you don't put something in these fields, you won't see the you won't see the setting in configurable. So I filled out all of these fields, and then I turned on all these show bot information, show created bot, just so when you look if you look at configurable, then you'll see all those things in here. Does that make sense? So the default.html that you'll see in GitHub includes all the configurable pages or options that they show you. But what I want you to notice is if you look at the top right, the inject script that they're giving you is the exact same inject script that they're giving you for the full page. Okay? And if you look, you'll see like Botpress ID over here, Botpress ID. Now in here they have client ID, and mine are always the same. I don't know when they change. My Botpress, my bot ID and client ID are always the same. And just as a reminder, you can find those for your specific bot in here, in configurable under web chat. Okay, that's where you find your client ID, your bot ID, and your host URL if you need that. Okay, so and just so you know, these client IDs and and bot ID, I'm going to delete this. This is just a test bot that I'm using here. So you're going to have to, if you want this to work, you're going to need to update your bot ID and your client ID. Okay, so at any rate, what I noticed was all the fields that you have over here in the default customization for the side bot are fields that you can plug in over here. And so I just started doing that. And what happened was when my clue was when I took my style sheet URL and I put it in here, then all of a sudden I saw my red background and the bot went to the right. And I'm like, oh, that's what's going on there. And so then I made a new CSS, and I basically took out the parts that talk about sizing. Okay, and so if you look at the original full screen, you'll see right here, container width equals 100%, layout width equals 100%, okay? And so that's what is controlling it. And interestingly, what you'll see in the original is there is no style sheet here. They don't have a style sheet. And if you want to customize the full page, you have to put in a style sheet, okay? And I'm using their stylizer. I really like it. So what I've done here is, here I'm going to show you, if you've never used the stylizer, I highly recommend it. You go to settings and you click on style URL and you'll come to this style your bot, and then I like to go to advanced styler, and this is where you're going to see like bot layout, 36. See, if you do, what if you do this? If you do 660, see how it does this? But look, oh man, I'm sorry. Let me move my face. So now what it's done is it's made it wider, but it's cut it off here. And what I think is happening is that this code right here says that the container width is now 100%. All right. So the container width and layout width are incredibly important in your full screen code. And that's what they have here. Now, is there container width in the original code? I sort of don't think there is. So I didn't find the container width and layout width in the original Botpress customized code that you do for the sidebar. I found it in the original code here. So, I don't know what other characteristics you could potentially use for the, what else is available, but I found that this was how they controlled the whole width of the full page bot. And then I took out the full width, I took out this part in the advanced styler where the BPW layout, I took that out. And then when I take my CSS, and I'm just going to put it in here, okay, and I run it, now the bot goes all the way to the top on the example page. I'll move my face over here. Let me make myself smaller. There. Okay. So now it moves it moves it all the way to the top, but you can't see the full width of the bot because it does not have this this setting in it. Does all that make sense? At any rate, what you need to know is I've got on GitHub, I have the default sidebar that you would customize. I have the full screen original that they give you, and then I have the full screen updated that I created. And all you have to know is you the CSS that is in this call right here is right here. And pretty much all I did was take out the width of it. But once you do that, once you take that out, and then you put the updated you put the style sheet back in the full screen, then it totally works. So here's how it looks. So okay, so here, this is a default. Okay, this is and all I did was I made a bot out of the teach yourself how to make a bot template that they gave you. So you click on this, and this is what it looks like. And it's really cool. Like, I've added my own avatar, I've put in my phone number and website and that sort of thing, and then you can click back to conversation. And then what I also did, if you've never done this before, where is it? Okay. I did this trigger conversation start, and I love that because then it automatically comes in here. Oh, and that's another great thing that they did with their code. So the original code has this right here, opens the chatbot by default, and starts chatting without the user needing to click any buttons. I love that. I love it. But I do think that you have to have the conversation starter trigger. I think otherwise that won't work. So so at any rate, and then this is so cool. You start clicking this, answer questions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now, and you see how it's working so great. This is the standard bot, right? Then this is the bot that they provide you, okay? Like, if you just do the full screen bot, this is what it looks like. And there's nothing wrong with it if this is exactly how you want your bot to look. But you might want to change the customization. And so this is a mild customization that I made. So I changed the title. I've changed the color of the date. I've changed the color of the heading and the different little bars. But I also changed what's up here on the top. So if you compare, like, what they give you is you can download the chat, which I love. You can start a new conversation, and then you can click this X, which if you click that X, it disappears, which is what you normally would use if you were doing like a sidebar. It's this X, right? But I don't know why you would need that in the full screen. So what I did was I hid that, and you'll see that in my CSS. And then I added the delete button. So there I can delete my thing. I can still download, and then I can still start a new conversation. And then if you click I, then here is all my bot stuff. And you can see I've tied in my, my avatar, my phone number, my website, and, and then it's super, super great. So hopefully that will get you started in the right direction. I'm really, really, really excited about using this full screen thing. What I really am trying to do next is trying to turn it into React, but that's causing me some problems. But I'll figure it out, and when I do, I'll make another video. So I hope you find this useful, and happy bot making.